Marina Gasi is a chef from Novigrad in Croatia. I had the chance to taste her beautiful food several times. She has a true talent for food design. She took over her parents' restaurant over a decade ago, and with the help of her partner Davor, she developed her own style. Listen to Marina's interview to learn how she became a chef and what success means to her. Thank you very much, Marina, for accepting to be at my podcast. We are actually at your restaurant today in Novigrad. It's called Marina, like your name. And we are in a marina, so it couldn't be better. So I will give you the floor right away because I would love to know what you do and how did you get there?
Hi, and thank you for coming and see me. Let's start with a short story about the restaurant. Which is called Marina like me, but is older than me. It was 1979 when my grandfather opened it with my father at the time. And it's situated in a great location in Novigrad, where once the sea was until the street. And when they opened the restaurant, they said they imagined one day they will build a marina here. And here it is right now, since I don't know, 15 years maybe now. And this restaurant was run by my parents until I was 8. And then my father died after an illness. My mom closed, and it was like 20 years empty. And then 11 years ago, me and my partner, he decided to open. We thought my mother will cook again. And then one day she said, 10 days before opening, she said, I'm done with this work, so you can do it. I said, sorry. And the rest is history. I'm still here cooking every day, almost.
So how old were you when you had to start cooking, basically?
I was 27. 27, yeah. Now I'm 38, 39 almost.
Of course, you had all the choices in the world. Or did you want to keep the tradition of your parents, and because there was already a restaurant before? And how did you then start creating your own cuisine?
We started like it was once. The idea of classic seafood restaurant, like it was 30 years ago, but with my mom cooking and me helping. And then she said no, and I said, okay, this first season we did it that way, because at every question of mine to my mother, can you please tell me how you did this or this? She said to me, I don't know, I don't remember. She was a very helping hand to me. And I was like, okay, starting with this classic raw fish, buzera, pasta, baked fish in the oven with potatoes. And after 4 or 5 months, I said to Davor, this is so boring. You can eat this stuff at home. I don't want to do that. And he told me, what are you going to do? I said, I don't know. Let's start with buying a knife for filleting fish. And he said to me, do you know how to do that? I said, no, but I will learn. So I am like this. I want to learn all by myself. To understand what I'm doing. And that was the first time I tried, and every day since then I'm trying. So hopefully I'm doing it good. You tell me.
Yes, I can tell you that the last night's food was really good. Well, I've been here several times, so every time it's really fantastic. And it is so special that, I wonder if have you just learned that from scratch, or did you go to also, did you want to learn also from other chefs? And how do you actually prepare your menu? Because I can see a lot of creativity, and so between creativity and the role of a chef in the kitchen, there's a lot of organization in there. So I'd like to learn a little bit what you do in the kitchen.
I didn't ever learn from anyone. I've done all by myself here in Novigrad, in my kitchen, all alone or with Davor helping me. I just got the ideas. I don't know. I only told to myself, I don't want to make myself restricted in meaning of writing a cart,
Like a menu.
like a menu. Yes, because that means I have to have all these dishes every day, or whenever I change the menu. I even don't have time to write it or to print it, so I didn't want to do that. I said to Dara, what do we get from the sea? If I get the ingredient, and it just happens. I mean, I bought a lot of spices of everything, which can stay, and I don't use it today. Maybe I use it in 3 months or next year. It depends, just when it happens. But I just need to buy to try, but I don't ever force myself. I have to. That's why it's good because I'm free, to do what I want to whenever, how much I can. So when I don't feel good, I just don't do.
And so, yeah, like yesterday, for instance, I think there were 8 or 9 courses. Each of them was different, and each of them had a very special taste and many ingredients as well. So, how much time do you need to prepare all this, and how do you organize? Also, because you're on your own in the kitchen, right? How do you get it all prepared and balance the creativity with the needs of the kitchen?
Well, it depends of the day. I mean, I don't bake these biscuits for entry every day. I bake it every second day or third day, depends of the work. For example, we had that tomato with lobster. I made them daily because you need to. So it depends of the reservations, which we have to know in advance. That's why I only take reservations, no walk-in, and that's fine. I mean, it depends of the day, how I am the day, how I woke up, if I have a headache or I don't. So if I can, I won't. So that's also part of everything. And about inspirations, I don't know what to say. It just comes to me.
Really?
I'm not forcing myself, and I think that's the best part, because there I'm free to receive what I need to receive, all the informations and knowing, and the part of organizations. Now after 11 years, I learned. So at the beginning it was so it's so funny now when I remember how we started, like people are coming, and then I see people, I go clean the fish, because I didn't have any experience before. Yeah. I mean, it was okay when my parents worked. I was here, but I was a kid, so couldn't know. So day by day, year after year, I'm better. I want to say that I'm very proud of myself, how I learned it all, because I just put all me in what I'm doing. For example, when I'm cutting onions, I'm here. I'm not anywhere else. So I'm thinking of what I'm doing, and that's cool.
You're present
Yes,
in what you do, so you're focused. It's like a painter painting a canvas, or a songwriter having his next song. It's that's really great, I find. I'm not, of course, I think of the running a restaurant is already like a very demanding job, right? And has it been easy, or has it been difficult? What could people expect? I'm thinking of the young, men and women who are listening. What should they expect in running a restaurant and then becoming a chef, and then a start chef? And I'd like to talk about that later. But basically, running a restaurant, what do you say to people that want to venture in this?
Well, it depends all. What do you think by working, and or working hard, or when people say I love my job? I mean, working hard is working hard, but it's not. The problem is when you, before starting any work, you create a problem in your head. I have to stay there, I don't know, 16 hours a day or 20, or it depends, or I don't know. And that's the worst part, because it's not true. I mean, if you take it as playing and enjoying, or if you want to do that, if you start with the idea of stress and pressure, don't even start. But any job in the world. So here we started all alone. We are still all alone. We have now a lady cleaning and a lady washing dishes, which is very helpful because years back we did it all alone, all washing everything and cleaning and dusting and ironing, and it was like we were crazy. But it was difficult to find a single person who you can believe it's going to be a good job like you do it. So this is a family restaurant, small restaurant. We never take more than 20 guests, and it depends on the day as well. Anyone can learn, anyone can do everything if they want. You don't have the just don't have the fear of success, or I don't know, if you're led by money or success, you will always be in trouble. So if this is where you want to go, because money and success are only a reward for your work.
Last night we were having something made with active carbon and some sauces that I'd never tasted before with celery. And do you like any art, I guess, how do you actually know the ingredients though? It's like a painter that knows what kind of paint they want to work on. Do you experiment? Do you take maybe like some time to just experiment things, and that whatever comes out that works, you then use it for that month or that evening? Or do you also look at what others do in order to create your own?
I just like to play. For example, a few days ago, I have a French guy who brings me spices. He's a spices dealer, and he opened a box of miso, white miso with black pepper, long pepper. I said, okay, next time you come, you bring me a big box. Now you left me this tester. And he said, okay. I said to Davor, okay, this evening I'm making a fish fillet with this, a sauce made with this. And he was like, but you don't know. I know. And it just happened. So I don't. And he said, but you're going to try before. I said, no, yes, we'll try. I just know that it's going to be good. I like to try, but I already know how it's going to taste in advance.
I think that's your talent for sure. I mean, to know what it's going to taste like with all the ingredients mixed as well, and that temperature and that cooking time and all that. I guess you have to have a certain inclination also for cooking and for having that taste in order to be successful. And talking about success, because I'd like to know what you think about success and your personal success, of course. And you were mentioning money or no money. I mean, the people value in different ways how they look at success and balance in life. And can we say you're a starred chef? I also know that it's a lot of pressure on chefs, and when you have a Michelin star, or you're awarded by Gourmet Millon or other guides, I would like to know what you think about that, and if you are looking for them, or if they just come to you, and what you do with them.
Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
I just don't want any guy to come, but not because of me, or I know a lot of people are working and some guides or in Italy or worldwide, but I always say to them, the only thing I want is the right information. So if we are in a certain guide since 10 years now, and for 10 years you have the same picture and the same text and the same everything, something's wrong. So we are not the same like 10 years before. We are not even the same like 1 year before. So we are much better, and we grow a lot. So this for me is the worst thing you can do for a restaurant. So just to be listed, I don't need. So you write the proper information, the right information, right number, email address, whatever, that's it. So if somebody want to come, they will come. I just don't even respond anymore to any question that they ask me, because it become a big business, and when I see my colleagues that they just want to be in, I ask him, I can understand it when you are young and you just started, that's okay. But if you now have 30-year experience in this work, you work, you live from your work, so why do you need somebody out of you to tell you that you are worthy or that you are doing the right thing? I mean, you're doing the right thing. So I don't know. I don't understand. I just don't need. I'm okay with myself. I know what I'm doing all day, every day, what Davor is doing all day, every day, how we are doing. We have, you ate here, we don't have a la carte. We have only these tasting menus based on seafood. And we have, I don't know, 90% of guests coming back.
So is it a word of mouth that you're counting on mostly? Okay, yes. So meaning that for you, when, whether success is an important thing for you or not, or let's say satisfaction in life, because we all want to be satisfied and happy. How do you measure your satisfaction and in what you do professionally, and what is important for you at the end of the day? From a year to another, when you say you progress and you want to see that progress recognized as well. What is progress for you?
I mean, here we have fixed price and fixed menu. So when somebody called me like, I'm sending you blah blah blah, I don't know, somebody, I said, but for me, it's okay because every guest is the same price, same menu, same one person serving. So we don't have, better guests or worse guests. Guests are guests. So, okay, their behavior is their behavior, but at the end, for me, is all the same. And success for me is my freedom, that nobody can tell me you have to do this or this in my house, in the place that we created, and it's working well and it's going very good after all these years. And I mean, that's the best part, because if I have to do something because of you as a guest to make you happy and I'm not happy, this is not good. This is the biggest lie they learn in hospitality. The guest is always right. That's not true. Because nowadays in 2022, you have hundreds of restaurants, every kind of, so you choose, you go. Nobody said you have to go to Marina. You don't have to go to Marina. If you want to go to Marina, just relax and enjoy. That's it. Very simple.
I like your philosophy of life. For someone then who would like to be a chef or who's looking at your line of work, do you have an advice or two that would save them some time or some sorrows or a pain in the future? Something that you learned from, your own experience that they could do or think of right from the start.
First of all, if you go in a kitchen, okay, it depends. I was 27. I didn't know that this will happen at the time. So you need sometimes 2-3 more years to find yourself as a person. And when you know, if you have, like me, this kind of inspirational work, then you have to go your way. Like start with few tables alone. I mean, alone without, you don't have to work with anyone. If you want to be a kitchen worker, for saying, and be part of big houses, restaurants, kitchens, stuff, that's okay. I mean, you can find your happiness there. But this is something different. So it's like an industry. You want to stay in a row and producing, or you want to be the idea behind. So you have to know this by yourself. And but if you have this creativity inside of you and you want, just don't be scared. Just go. The craziest you are, that's the best.
You kept it small and also, but approachable, still very high quality. But you're happy, like you said. I heard there's in other cases, especially when you are then well known, it becomes a stress, and you need to catch up also with your own.
But those are all choices in life, because if you want to be famous, for say, then you take it all. You always have the chance
And the
to choose
choice.
the choice. Yeah. So nobody can tell you, okay, you're famous, but I don't want to be. You want it to be, and that's fine. But then you can have to take it all and deal with it.
Take it and deal with it. This is Marina's message to you. You always have a choice to become who you want to be. Take it all and deal with it. What I also take from our conversation is the way Marina gauges her own success. And that is the freedom to stay true to her values and do what she likes to do without compromise. Thank you, Marina, for your openness, and all the best to you and Davor.